Hello, welcome to La Excellence. In our Ecology and Environment series, which is specifically designed for prelims examination, we are going to discuss 8 important topics. Today we are going to take up the first topic, that is important national parks in India. Before understanding the important national parks, first let us understand what is a national park. National park is a protected area. This is constituted for the protection of conservation of wildlife and its environment. In general, national parks are provided with highest protection. That means human interference is not allowed, especially in the core region. National park can be divided as core region and buffer region. In this region, no human interference at all. In the buffer region, human interference is allowed but only on a limited scale like tourism, etc. Otherwise, national parks are highly protected. This is the map of India's important national parks. There are many. We are going to discuss 47 to 48 important national parks in India. Before going through the list of national parks, let us compare important protected areas in India. National park, wildlife sanctuary, biosphere reserve. These three are important protected areas. Other areas are also there, but comparatively these three are important for us. National parks and wildlife sanctuaries, these are recognized under this particular act called Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Biosphere Reserve, it got its inception from this program called UNESCO's Man and Biosphere Program. Man and Biosphere Program. Highest protection is provided, degree of highest protection is provided to national park. And remember, Biosphere Reserve is a larger area compared to these two. A biosphere reserve can consist of multiple national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. So, area-wise, biosphere reserve is bigger than national park is bigger than wildlife sanctuaries. In biosphere reserve also, we have core area. That area is protected, highly protected. Only scientific research, etc. is allowed in that particular area. This comparison is important. Please go through it a little more carefully. Now let's start with this. Let's understand 48 important national parks in India. First, let us start with this. Jim Corbett National Park. This is India's first national park and it is also Asia's first national park. Jim Corbett National Park. It is, let's understand its location. This is the location of this. This is the state of Uttarakhand. This is Uttar Pradesh. Jim Corbett National Park. There is a river flowing through it. Ram Ganga River. It divides this particular national park into two equal parts. Jim Corbett National Park is in the border region of UP and Uttarakhand. Right. This is located in the Shivalik Himalayas, Terai region of Shivalik Himalayas. River Ram Ganga passes through this national park. This is very important. Last year, Man and Wildlife, this particular shoot has happened over here. This park is very famous for, national park is very famous for Royal Bengal tigers and Asiatic elephants. And it is also one of the habitat for lions and tigers. This is facing threats from various invasive species like Lantana, Parthenium, Cassia. These are plant species. These exotic species, they are invading the indigenous plants in this particular national park. Anyway, Jim Corbett National Park is India's first national park located in the state of Uttarakhand. Ram Ganga River passes through it. It forms the boundary between Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh. Next important national park is Kanha National Park, which is located in Madhya Pradesh. Kanha National Park and Tiger Reserve upgraded as National Park. Kanha. This is a Tiger Reserve initially and upgraded as the National Park. It is one of the largest national parks of Madhya Pradesh. Indian Gaurs belonging to ox genus. These are located over here, Kanha National Park. In this national park, Barasinghas are reintroduced. This is very important because hard ground Barasingha we call as swamp deer. Hard ground Barasinghas are exclusively located in Kanha Tiger Reserve. Last year, this is a previous question. This is the last year's UPSC prelims question. Hard ground Barasinga, Kanha Tiger Reserve. If it is soft ground or floating Barasinga, it would be Manipur Loktak Lake, Kibul Lamjawo National Park. In this particular in Kanha National Park, it's hard ground Barasinga. This entire national park is famous for sal forests, evergreen sal forests, and it has significant population of Royal Bengal tigers, leopards, and Indian wild dog. Barasingas are reintroduced. That means initially they were there, now they are reintroduced. Kanha, it's famous for tigers as well as other species. Initially tiger reserve, later upgraded as national park. Kanha National Park. Next one, Bandhavgarh. Bandhavgarh National Park. Bandhavgarh National Park again is located in Madhya Pradesh. Bandhavgarh means brother fort. This translation is brother fort. Tiger populations, one of the highly dense, this particular tiger reserve and national park consists of many tigers. So that's why one of the highly dense tiger population is located in this particular Bandhavgarh National Park. Bandhavgarh Fort is located in this particular place. This has some cultural significance. Treta Yuga. It is considered as one of the masterpiece of Treta Yuga. And it has monsoon type of climate. Major species found in this particular Bandhavgarh National Park include Asiatic jackal, Bengal fox, Chinkara, Gaur, etc. Bandhavgarh Reserve Forest, as this is located in MP, and it has largest colony of elephants, and there is a corridor. This is Chhattisgarh, Bandhavgarh National Park to Chhattisgarh. There is an elephant corridor. Bandhavgarh Reserve Forest has colony of elephants which migrate seasonally from this area to this particular area. Next important national park, very famous one, Kaziranga National Park, which is located on the left side of our Brahmaputra River. Kaziranga National Park. It is UNESCO's World Heritage Site. It's a tiger reserve. It's a national park. This particular national park, it hosts 2/3 of world's one-horned rhino. It hosts 2/3 of world's great one-horned rhino. The rivers that flow nearby include Diplu River, Mora Dhansri River. These are notable rivers that flow nearby it. And every year Brahmaputra River causes floods in this particular national park. There are more than 35 mammal species, out of which 15 are threatened. And it has one more significance, that is wild water buffalo population. Worldwide, 57% of entire world wild water buffaloes are located in this particular Kaziranga National Park. That means one-horned rhinos and as well as wild water buffaloes. For these two species, this particular national park is very famous. Tigers are also located, but these are two important species of this particular national park. Next one, Bandipur National Park. Bandipur, very important, located in our Karnataka. This Bandipur Tiger Reserve, after that upgraded as National Park. Bandipur Tiger Reserve, initially Tiger Reserve, it's part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. It's part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. This park is flanked by Kabini River. Kabini River is tributary of Kaveri River. So through this particular national park, this particular river flows through. Peafowls are the common birds. Otherwise, this particular one is famous for tigers. And there is this particular bat called Kolar leaf-nosed bat. Kolar leaf-nosed bat. This particular bat is famous in this particular area. There is a place called Hanumanhalli village. So in this particular place, these species, the Kolar leaf-nosed bats, which are critically endangered species, these are found nearby this particular Bandipur National Park. Bandipur. Right? Bandipur National Park is part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Next one, Bannerghatta National Park. Bannerghatta National Park is again located in the state of Karnataka. This national park is located in the Ankal Range. It has Dry deciduous. It hosts dry deciduous forests. For example, if you see here, this is the place. So Western Ghats are located this way. So it is as it is located in the leeward side of Western Ghats, it consists of dry deciduous forests. In 2002, this particular this a portion of this national park has become part of the biological reserve, which is called as Bannerghatta Biological Park. This is the first biological park in India which has a fenced forested elephant sanctuary. There is an elephant sanctuary inside it and it is fenced over. So Bannerghatta National Park, leeward side of Western Ghats, it consists of dry deciduous region. Tigers are found over here. Elephant reserves are there. Very important. Next one, Gir National Park. Very important. Gir National Park. Gir National Park is home for Asiatic lions. It's considered only home of Asiatic lions. There are 7 major perennial rivers that flow through this one. And Kamaleshwar Dam is lifeline of Gir National Park. Kamaleshwar Dam. So surrounding this dam, this national park is located. The species, the animals, etc. in this particular national park, they survive on the waters of this particular dam. So recently, based on the recent survey, 29% Asiatic lion population has increased in the recent years because of the conservation measures. This Gir National Forest and Gir Forest region and other coastal areas, if you observe, this is very near to the coastal area, near to Gulf of Cambet. So this particular area has seen increase in the Asiatic lions. Gir National Park, Gujarat. Next, Guindy National Park. Guindy National Park. This is important. Guindy National Park is located in Tamil Nadu. This has a dry forest region. Dry forest region. Major animals found over here include black buck, cheetal, jackal, pangolins, and a variety of birds. A variety of birds located over here. If you observe the location of this Guindy National Park, very near to Chennai. There are 24 types of plant species over here. It is very few national parks which is situated inside the city, because as this is situated inside this major city is Chennai, this is very significant. This park, Guindy National Park, has one more significant aspect, that is this park has an extension till the grounds of Raj Bhavan, that is Governor's Building. Tamil Nadu's Governor's Building. Guindy National Park, you can consider it as an urban national park. Urban National Park. Guindy National Park. Anna Zoological Park. Zoological parks means these are man-made. We call them as ex situ conservation parks. National parks are in situ. That means animal conservation happens within their habitats only. Guindy National Park, Chennai city. Next, Kebul Lamjao National Park, located in Manipur. Very important. This is the national park. Inside this national park, we have a lake called Loktak Lake. Loktak Lake. Let's understand this. In Manipur, in the district of Bishnupur, this particular national park is located. This is the only floating national park in the world. It is and it has integral part as this particular lake, Loktak Lake. Floating plants, soil, etc. is located over this particular level. They float. Because of this, it looks like a floating river. The floating soil and grass, this entire thing is called as fumdis. 2/3 of this area is formed by fumdis. Fumdis means floating soil and grass. It has endangered species, El's deer, brow-antled deer, we call it as Barasinga. These are located. We call these as dancing deer also, because as they stand over these fumdis, it looks like they are dancing. As these fumdis move, it looks like these Barasingas or deers are dancing. And this particular lake is declared as Ramsar site, Ramsar wetland, and it is also part of Montreux record. In India, there are only 2 sites which are added as part of Montreux record. One is this Loktak Lake, There's another one in Rajasthan, Keoladeo National Park. Right? Kebul Lamjawo, Manipur. The next important national park is Kanchenjunga National Park. Very, very important. Kanchenjunga National Park is on the northern side, now northwestern side of the state Sikkim. Kanchenjunga is 11th Biosphere Reserve from India. It is declared as UNESCO's World Network of Biosphere Reserves. Teesta River, very important, Teesta River. This river is one of the controversial area between India and Bangladesh. Teesta River is a tributary of Brahmaputra River. Anyway, Teesta River flows through this particular national park. This particular national park consists of these trees called oak, fir, birch, maple, willow trees. And animals include musk deer, snow leopard, important, snow leopard, Himalayan thar. This Kanchenjunga National Park is declared as Mixed World Heritage Site. That means it's a cultural as well as natural World Heritage Site. Mixed means cultural, it has cultural significance as well as natural significance. The next national park is Dudhwa National Park. It is located in the state of Uttar Pradesh, very near to Nepal, Dudhwa National Park. So initially it was a tiger reserve, after that upgraded as national park. Dudhwa National Park, through this particular national park, Suheli and Mohana rivers or streams, they flow through this particular national park. It is the only place in UP where tigers and rhinos both coexist. Tigers and rhinos both coexist in this area. This particular forest region, this particular national park region consists of moist deciduous region consisting of sal trees. If you observe, this area is Tarai region. And in this area we can find tigers, rhinoceros, elephants, swamp deer, etc. These are the animal species which are found in this area. Dudhwa is the only national park in Uttar Pradesh. That's why we should remember it. Dudhwa National Park, where tigers and rhinos both coexist in this particular location. Next, Shimli-Pal National Park, very, very important. Shimli-Pal National Park, which is located near to Mayurbhanj region, famous for mines and all. Shimli-Pal is also a tiger reserve. It's part of Mayurbhanj Elephant Reserve. Shimli-Pal National Park, it derived its name from abundance of red silk cotton trees. So they call it as Simli. That's why this is called as Simli-Pal region. It is home to Bengal tigers, wild elephants, etc. And we can find Indian bison in this particular area. Palpala River flows through this particular area. Shimli-Pal National Park. It is also the Biosphere Reserve. It is also declared as Biosphere Reserve. Shimli-Pal is a tiger reserve, national park, and is also declared as a Biosphere Reserve. It is near to Mayurbhanj region, so it's part of Mayurbhanj Elephant Corridor. Next, Ranthambore National Park. Ranthambore National Park, very important, very famous for safaris, right? Ranthambore. It's near to Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan border. It's the largest national park of North India. It is in the eastern part of Rajasthan state, and it is at the juncture, means a merger of Aravallis and Vindhya ranges. It is here Banas river flows near to it, and it is south. It is located in the south of Chambal river. It is also a tiger reserve. There is a lake called Padam Talav Lake. Ranthambore National Park, in this there is a lake called Padam Talav Lake. It consists of tropical dry deciduous forest, and there are many species which are located. This is very famous for tigers. Ranthambore National Park is famous for tigers. Next important national park is Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park. It is located over here. Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park. It consists of 21 islands. And coral reefs. This entire area, this Gulf of Mannar core area is declared as biosphere reserve. It includes salt marshes, sea grasses, mangroves, and endangered olive ridley turtles. Green turtles are found in this particular region, Gulf of Mannar region. There is an island called Van Island. Van Island is split into two. This one of the 21 islands. This one is split into two, and this is going under water because of the sea level rise, etc. Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park, very important. It is in Tamil Nadu. There are 21 island groups which are protected under this particular Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park. Next area, Dachigam National Park, very important. Dachigam is part of Jammu and Kashmir. It is located near Srinagar. This particular name, Dachigam means 10 villages. 10 villages. It's this Dachigam National Park means 10 villages. Initially, this particular national park and this entire area, this was created for clean drinking water supply to the city of Srinagar. And the important animal species found is Hungal. We also call it as Kashmir stag. It is the state animal or official animal of Jammu and Kashmir, earlier state, now Union Territory. There are other species too, Himalayan brown bear, which is critically endangered species. This is also present in this particular national park. This is the largest carnivorous animal in the highlands of Himalayas. Himalayan brown bear species are located in Dachigam National Park. Hungal, which is also called as Kashmir stag, these species are also located in this particular Dachigam National Park, which is part of Jammu and Kashmir. Next one, Hemis National Park. Hemis National Park Hemis National Park is located in Ladakh. Very important, Ladakh. Hemis High Altitude National Park. It is located in eastern Ladakh. Many vulnerable animals, including snow leopards. They are located in this particular region. These are bounded by rivers include Markha River, Sumad River, Rumbak. These are all small rivers. So these are tributaries to Indus rivers, Indus and its tributaries. This is the only national park in India north of Himalayas. That means, see, Himalayan region, north of Himalayas, we call these as Trans-Himalayas. Ladakh ranges, Trans-Himalayas. Karakoram range, Jaskar range, these are all Trans-Himalayan ranges. So, Hemis High Altitude National Park is the only national park which is located north of Himalayas, and it is largest national park in India. Area wise, it is largest national park in India. Hemis, Ladakh. Next one, Panna National Park. Very important, very much in news because of this Ken Betwa rivers interlinking. Ken River, Betwa River. So now the government wants to link it, and the project has already been approved. Ken Betwa River linking project. In that context, Panna National Park, Panna Tiger Reserve, these are in use. Panna, this is located in Panna, Chhatarpur district of MP. Initially declared as Tiger Reserve, after that national park, it is situated in the Vindhya mountain ranges in Madhya Pradesh. It is also a biosphere reserve under Man and Biosphere program of UNESCO. Madhya Pradesh has highest number of tigers in India, followed by Karnataka and Uttarakhand. So this particular national park is home to many tigers, and this is located in the catchment area of Ken River. So Ken River, Ken, Betwa. So water surplus region, Ken region to Betwa region. So if they build a dam over here to transfer the water, Panna Tiger Reserve and Panna National Park might, some part of it will get submerged. That's the controversy now. Panna Tiger Reserve. Next, Keoladeo Ghana National Park. Very important. Keoladeo Ghana National Park, we already understood about this one. Ranthambore National Park, we already discussed. This one, Keoladeo Ghana National Park. It's declared as bird sanctuary. It is one of the richest bird area in the world itself. It is known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, Kyolodevo National Park. A part of it, bird sanctuary is known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. Two rivers flow through this particular one, Gambhir River and Banganga River. Banganga, Gambhir River, they flow through this particular national park. Please remember this. Whenever there are any lakes, rivers, streams, there birds tend to migrate, right? That's why these areas are famous for birding sites. Anyway, in 1985 it is declared as national park and it is also declared as one of the World Heritage Sites. It is a Ramsar wetland site. Critically endangered Siberian crane species are the migratory species which visit this place annually. It's part of Ramsar site Montrex record. While discussing Loktak Lake, we said there are only two national parks or two Ramsar wetlands in India which are placed in Montrex record. What are they? One Loktak Lake, second one this Kyolodevo National Park. This bird sanctuary's name is called as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. Very important. Critically endangered Siberian crane species, they migrate to this particular place. Next one, Indravati National Park. Indravati is one of the tributaries of Ganga River. Anyway, Indravati, this is the place. Indravati, Chhattisgarh. This national park is located in Chhattisgarh. This national park derived its name from the river Indravati. It is home for last population of wild buffaloes. Indravati National Park. It is also a tiger reserve. It comprises of tropical, moist and dry deciduous type of forest. It has sal trees, teak trees, bamboo trees, and it is home for tigers, leopards, Indian bison, all these. See, from Indravati river, this river flows through like this and it merges into Godavari river. It is Indravati river is tributary of Godavari river. This area, we call it as Dandakaranya area, one of the highly dense forest region, Indravati region. Anyway, Indravati National Park, Chhattisgarh. Next national park is Marine National Park. Marine National Park. We call it as Gulf of Kutch Marine National Park. Understand this location? Marine National Park, Gulf of Kutch Marine National Park. It is the first marine national park in India. We also discussed one more national park. What is it? Gulf of Mannar National Park. Yes or no? Gulf of Mannar Marine Park. Out of this one, Gulf of Kutch Marine Park is the first marine national park that is recognized in India. 42 islands near Jamnagar coast. These are protected in this particular area. See, this is Jamnagar city. There is a port nearby. Jamnagar port. It is causing destruction to the marine species in this particular Gulf of Kutch region. There's a large scale presence of great flamingos. They migrate to this particular region. So marine national park means Gulf of Kutch Marine National Park. Endangered sea turtles are present over here. Coral reefs are there, but huge industrial activity, port related activity, it is causing damages to this particular region. So in this context, from this state, we discussed about Gir National Park. Now we discussed about Gulf of Kutch Marine National Park. Okay, next one, Nanda Devi National Park. Very important. Nanda Devi National Park. Nanda Devi National Park located in Uttarakhand. It is located in the Himalayas, we call it as Himadri, highest peak. Nanda Devi peak is there. Anyway, this is a World Heritage Site declared by the UNESCO. River Rishiganga river flows through this particular national park. It forms a gorge. It divides the mountain into parts. That's why gorge. It forms a gorge. It has world's costliest fungus known as Himalayan Viagra, which is also called Yarchagumba. Yarchagumba is one of the world's costliest fungus, which is called Himalayan Viagra. It is in IUCN vulnerable list. There are different species which grow in this particular national park. Ramani, alpine, prawn mosses, lichens. These are all the floral species found in the Nanda Devi National Park. and it forms a unique transition zone between Jaskar Range and Great Himalayas. Jaskar Range is Trans-Himalayan region, Great Himalayas, Himadri region. It forms a transition zone between the two. And it is home to rare species like Asiatic black bear, snow leopards, brown bears, blue sheep. Blue sheep, all these are located in this particular Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. Nearby there is one more national park which is called as Valley of Flowers National Park. Nanda Devi National Park is declared as Biosphere Reserve too. So we will have separate session on Biosphere Reserve similar to this one national park. Right. Nanda Devi National Park, Uttarakhand. Next, Valley of Flowers National Park, again Uttarakhand. This is located in West Himalayas. It is known for its meadows of endemic alpine flowers. So this park lies completely in the alpine zone. This is located between Jaskar Range and Great Himalayan region. Same. So this is also like this. This is Great Himalayas. On the back side we have Jaskar Range. It is part of UNESCO's Biosphere Reserve program. We call these two together Nanda Devi National Park, Valley of Flower National Park. Together they form Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve area. And endangered animals like snow leopard, Asiatic black bear, musk deer, brown bear, these are located in this particular national park. Pushpavati river flows through this particular national park. This is a tributary of Alakananda river. So it flows into this particular one. Valley of Flowers, Pushpavati river is located in that. Next, Mahatma Gandhi Marine National Park, very important. Till now we have understood about two national parks, Gulf of Kutch Marine National Park, Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park, and this is the third one, that is Mahatma Gandhi Marine National Park. This is located in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This entire group is Andaman Islands. This entire group of islands, Nicobar Islands. In the Andaman Islands, especially the South Andaman Islands, this national park is located. This consists of all these islands. The Mahatma Gandhi Marine National Park consists of group of 15 islands. It is located in Vandur region in the Andaman Islands. There are 15 islands in this particular park. Open Sea Creek is there. Coral reefs are there. Fringe coral reefs are there. Tarmugli is the largest island of this particular group. Marine National Park. This is famous for variety of coral species. Variety of coral species are located in this particular one. Mahatma Gandhi Marine National Park, South Andaman Islands. Next, Namdapha National Park. Very, very important. Very frequently asked national park, Namdapha. It is located in Arunachal Pradesh. It is largest protected area in the Eastern Himalaya biodiversity hotspots. It is located between Dopabum Range of Mismi Hills and Patkai Range. Patkai Bum, Mismi Hills, Dopabum. So it is located in between Namdapha, eastern side. It has border with Myanmar. Very important, has border with Myanmar. Clouded leopards, snow leopard species are found over here. Hornbill species are recorded over here. Lishu tribal area. Lishus are the tribal groups that are located in this particular area, Arunachal Pradesh. Lishu tribal area, Namdapha National Park. Namdapha National Park, very important. It is important for the clouded leopards, snow leopards and hornbills. It is near to Nagaland. Understand this. It is near to Nagaland. Nagaland is famous for hornbills. So this national park also consists of hornbill species. Next one, Fossil National Park. Fossil National Park is located in between Bandhavgarh National Park and Kanha National Park. Kanha National Park is this. This is Fossil National Park. Fossil National Park, this formed in between 40 million to 150 million years ago. Mandla is the name of this national park. Mandla is the region. So this has fossil species of 40 million years to 150 million years. In this particular national park, other species are there: tigers, leopards, wild dog, etc. Botanical fossils, botanical plant fossils are located in this particular area. Fossil National Park, Madhya Pradesh. Botanical fossils are located in this particular area. This is located in Narmada Son Valley. Narmada River and Narmada Valley. In this particular valley, this particular Fossil National Park is located. Next one, Silent Valley National Park. Important. Silent Valley National Park is part of Western Ghats region. It is located in Nilgiri Hills. It is the largest national park of Kerala. Kuthipuzhe River flows through it. There is a hydroelectricity project built over this particular river. This is very famous for line-tailed macaque. Line-tailed macaque species. For that, this particular national park is very famous. By the way, I forgot to mention about this Namdapa. Namdapa National Park. Here flying squirrels are famous species. Namdapa, flying squirrels. The Silent Valley National Park, line-tailed macaque species are famous over here. And there is a buffer zone. This buffer zone is famous for dragonflies and dam selfies. And this particular region consists of humid, wet, evergreen rainforest because part of windward side of Nilgiris. The major plant species found here include teak, amla, seemal, rosewood, bamboo, etc. Right? So if you observe this particular region, Parambikulam, Idukki, Irvikulam, Silent Valley, these are all part of our Kerala. And on this side we have many important sites. This Nilgiri mountain region, this is one of the highly biodiversity places in the world. Right, next important national park is Sundarban National Park. Important. Sundarbans, West Bengal region, it's a national park, it's a tiger reserve, it's a biosphere reserve, it's a World Heritage Site also. This Sundarban Delta region is densely covered with mangrove forests, Sundari trees, that's why the name Sundarbans. It has largest reserves of Bengal tiger. It has complex tidal waterways, mudflats, salt-tolerant mangrove species. And it is spread over India, that is our West Bengal, and then Bangladesh also. Only 1/3 is located in India. 2/3 of Sundarban area is located in our Bangladesh. Right. So India and Bangladesh, it is formed due to Ganga River, Brahmaputra, Meghna River. So all these combinedly they form this world's famous largest Sundarban Delta region. This has wildlife species include crocodiles, Royal Bengal tiger, water monitor lizard, Gangetic dolphin, olive ridley turtles. These are the species in general found in this particular area. If we come to the plant species, Sundari trees or mangrove trees are the famous species. Next one is Betla National Park. Betla National Park, Jharkhand. In Jharkhand region, Betla is one important region, right? Betla region. So Betla National Park. It is declared as National Park in 1986. This particular region consists of mainly tropical wet evergreen forests, mixed deciduous forests, temperate alpine forests because of the mountains located over there. Elephants, panthers, leopards, wild boars, these are some of the species. North Koyal River, important. North Koyal River meanders through the northern part of this national park. North Koyal River is important. Jharkhand region, Hazirabad Plateau. Yes, Hazirabad Plateau. Hazirabad Plateau region, North Koyal River. So this river flows through this particular one. There is a famous lake called Kamalda Lake. This attracts various water species in this particular national park. There is a lake called Kamalda Lake in Betla National Park. Betla National Park is important which is located in Jharkhand. Next one, Nokrik Ridge National Park. Very important, Nokrik Ridge. Nokrik is a mountain ridge. It's located in Garo Hills, East Garo, South Garo and West Garo. It's located in Garo Hills. This is a ridge area. This is located at Tur Peak in the west of Garo Hills. It is one of UNESCO's biosphere reserves. It has a remnant population of red pandas. Red pandas can be found over here. That's why this region is famous for red pandas. And it is important habitat for Asian elephants. Rivers from Garo Hill region, many rivers from this region, including river Simsang, etc., they originate from this particular region. This is one of the hotspots, biodiversity hotspots of Meghalaya. Nokrek region, west side of Meghalaya, right in the Garo Hills. Nokrek, famous for red pandas. Next one, Saddle Peak National Park. Saddle Peak National Park is located in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Saddle Peak National Park is surrounded by moist tropical vegetation, moist deciduous forests also. It is one of the highest peaks in Andaman Nicobar Islands. It is located in North Andaman and it is famous for many types of amphibian species, frogs, etc., wild pigs, many types of water monitors, dolphins, whales, pigeons. There are many Andaman imperial pigeon. Likewise, many species, rare species are found in this particular national park. Saddle Peak, one of the highest peaks in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Saddle Peak. Next, Kudremukh National Park. Important. Kudremukh National Park is located in Karnataka. See, Kudremukh National Park, Bandipur, Bannerghatta, Rajiv Gandhi, which is also called Nagarhole National Park. See, Nagarhole National Park and Bandipur National Park, they are on the windward side of Western Ghats, so they have moist forests. And Bannerghatta National Park is in the leeward side of Western Ghats, that's why deciduous forests. Kudremukh, very important, that's on the windward side of our Western Ghats. Similarly, Anshi National Park, Anshi National Park, which is located on the windward side of Western Ghats. So these regions, they consist of evergreen vegetation. Let's understand this. Kudremukh National Park, it is second largest wildlife protected area in the Western Ghats region. It is one of the hottest of hotspots. It is home to lion-tailed macaques, tigers, Malabar civets, great-pied hornbills. These are important species found over here. This region is famous because of this. Tunga River, Bhadra River, Netravati River. These rivers, they originate from this particular place, Kudremukh. And there is an important pilgrimage place, Kudremukh temple is there. So that's one of the famous pilgrimage places also. And many rivers, Tunga, Bhadra and Netravati rivers, they originate from this particular region. Kudremukh National Park, Karnataka. Nagarhole, which is also called Rajiv Gandhi National Park. Nagarhole National Park is located over here near to our Bandipur National Park. Bannerghatta is on this side, right? Nagarhole National Park is part of Project Tiger. It's part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. It is located to the northwest side of Bandipur National Park. Kabini Reservoir, very important. Kabini Reservoir separates into two parts. Kabini River, we said, it flows through Bandipur National Park also. Yes or no? Kabini River flows through Bandipur National Park also. Kabini Reservoir is there. This reservoir separates Nagarhole or Rajiv Gandhi National Park into two. And critically endangered species like Oriental white and backed vultures. Vulture species, they are located over here. It's one of UNESCO's World Heritage Site, Nagarhole. It is famous for tigers. That's why it is declared as part of Project Tiger. Next one, Bhitarkarnika National Park. Very, very important. Bhitarkarnika National Park is near to this, Garimata National Park. Here, Bhitarkarnika National Park is located. This has second largest mangrove ecosystem after Sundarbans. This national park and wildlife sanctuary, it is inundated by Brahmani River, Baitarani River, Dharma River, Patsala River. These are the rivers which drain through this particular national park, Bhitarkarnika National Park. Important. This is home to endangered saltwater crocodiles, white crocodiles, Indian python species. They are located in this particular national park. Garimata Beach and Garimata Marine Sanctuary lies to east of this Bhitarkarnika. The east side of this Bhitarkarnika, we have Kendrapara, also Kendrapara region, that is also one of the biodiversity areas. Anyway, this particular Bhitarkarnika region, to east of this we have Garimata marine sanctuary. Olive ridley turtles, very important. Every year, olive ridley turtles. Whenever we say about olive ridley turtles, we try to recollect Garimata Marine Sanctuary and Bhitarkarnika National Park. Garimata Marine Sanctuary is part of Bhitarkarnika National Park. Olive ridley turtles and their protection is one of the olive ridley turtles. They come over this particular beach for nesting. Next one, Manas National Park. Very important, Manas National Park and Manas Wildlife Sanctuary. There is a river flows through this particular one called Manas River, is a tributary of Brahmaputra River. Manas National Park is UNESCO's World Heritage Site. It is part of Project Tiger. It's an elephant reserve. It's a biosphere reserve. Many are there. And it has border with Bhutan. Manas has border with Bhutan. So Bhutan, this area is declared as protected area both in India and Bhutan. So Manas, on that side there's another place. This national park is known for rare and endangered species of wildlife including roofed turtle, hispid hare, golden langurs important, pygmy hog, etc. Manas is famous for wild water buffalo. We also said that Kaziranga National Park, in this also wild water buffaloes are located. It shares international border with India and Bhutan. It has combination of sub-Himalaya Babar Tarai region, and that's why it is one of the richest biodiversity areas in the world. Babar and Tarai region marshy land, Babar region ancient alluvial soil. So this entire national park and the biosphere reserve which borders with India and Bhutan, this is considered one of the world's largest biodiversity regions. Next one, Mudumalai National Park. Important. Mudumalai National Park. It is located very near to the border of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Mudumalai National Park. It is declared as Tiger Reserve. It is located in the northwestern side of Nilgiri Hills. It is second oldest national park. First oldest national park is Jim Corbett National Park. Second oldest national park is this Mudumalai National Park. Tigers, ghauls, Indian leopards, these are seen in this particular area. Western Ghat subcluster, this is part of UNESCO World Heritage Site. Here various invasive species such as Lantana species, etc. These are trees. These are occupying the grazing sites of this particular area, Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park. Moyar River runs through this particular national park. Mudumalai National Park. Above this particular national park, we have another national park which is called Mukurti National Park. South of it, we have Indira Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park. Important, Mudumalai, second oldest national park in India. Next, Mukurti National Park. Mukurti National Park is located in Tamil Nadu. This is above this particular Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park. It is part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. It's India's first international biosphere reserve. Which one? Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is India's first international biosphere reserve. This Mukurti National Park is important for a important keystone species called Nilgiri Thar. Very important, Nilgiri Thar. 27% of Nilgiri Thar species are located in this Mukurti National Park. It is characterized by mountain grasslands and shrublands. We call them as Shola lands. Shola means on top of the mountain we have grasslands. So nearby we have groves of forests. Group of trees form as a small forest region. In between grasslands, that entire thing is called as Shola forest region. Shola forest, Mukurti Peak is one of the highest peaks in Nilgiri Hills. It is home to this particular Mukurti National Park. Several threatened species like Nilgiri Thar, Indian elephant, Bengal tiger, These are located in Mukurti National Park, which is part of our Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Nilgiri Thar is the keystone species in this area. Shola Forest. This is famous for Shola Forest. Next one, Galathea Bay National Park. Very, very important. This is in news. This is located in Great Nicobar Island. Great Nicobar Island. This last point is called Indira Point. This is under submergence now. This bay is known as Galathea Bay. Galathea Bay. This national park is known as Galathea National Park. This is located on the Great Nicobar Island. This is prime nesting site for Nicobar megapode species, and this is endemic to various other species also. It has tropical and subtropical moist broadleaf forests. Other species include robber crab, megapode, Nicobar pigeon. These are all important species. Nearby there is one more place called Campbell Bay. This is also important for the biodiversity. Recently, Niti Aayog has proposed a developmental plan for Great Nicobar Island. According to that, Galathea Bay region, this is going to host a port and other infrastructure. Environmentalists are criticizing, saying that this place is important biodiversity wise. If we go for this large scale infrastructure, biodiversity of this region might get impacted. That's the criticism. That's why this is news. Galathea Bay, Great Nicobar Islands. Next one, Mollem National Park. Very, very important. Mollem National Park is famously called as Bhagwan Mahavir National Park. Bhagwan Mahavir National Park is Mollem National Park. It is part of Goa. It is located as a border region between the state of Goa and Karnataka. It is part of our Western Ghats region. This Western Ghats region, Mollem National Park, which is also called as Bhagwan Mahavir National Park. This is a protected area in the Western Ghats. National Highway divides this particular national park into two. It is home to Dangar tribe, Dangar community, buffalo herders, Dangar community. Mahadeva, Tumdi Surla temples are located in this particular area. Dudh Sagar Falls, very, very important. Dudh Sagar waterfalls. They are located in this particular area on River Mandovi. On River Mandovi, which is one of the controversial river between Karnataka and Goa. Water sharing issue is there. Anyway, Mandovi River. On this particular river, Goa's tallest waterfall is called Dudh Sagar. The color of the water when it flows, it's pure white. That's why it's called Dudh Sagar. So Dudh Sagar waterfalls, India's fifth highest waterfalls. These are located in Goa. Mandovi River. This particular national park is called as Mollem National Park, which is also known as Bhagwan Mahavir National Park. Next important national park is Desert National Park, which is located in Rajasthan. Very important, Desert National Park. This Desert National Park is famous for Great Indian Bustard species, one of the critically endangered species. These Great Indian Bustards, famously called as Gib. Gib species are located in Rajasthan, Gujarat, little parts of Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. This particular Desert National Park consists of Great Indian Bustard. This national park is also called as Ocean of Sand because of the huge sand deposits over here. Major landforms in this national park include rocks, salt lakes, intermediate areas, dunes, etc. This national park has a collection of fossil species. Fossil species, 180 million years ago, dinosaur fossil species are found in this particular area. There is a lake called as Gadsisar Lake, very, very important. Gadsisar Lake is located in this area. This is one of the famous tourist places in the Jaisalmer area of Rajasthan. This Desert National Park is part of Jaisalmer area. Thousands of migratory species, they come visit this particular place every year. Chinkara, which is also called as Indian Gazelle. So this is one of the famous antelope species of this area, Desert National Park. Heavy migratory species like falcons, eagle, they migrate to this particular area. Alright, Desert National Park, Rajasthan, Ocean of Sand area, Great Indian Bustard. Next important national park is Sariska National Park. Sariska National Park, important. Already we have discussed about Kyolodevo National Park, Ranthambore National Park, Desert National Park from Rajasthan. This is another one. Sariska National Park. This is a tiger reserve under Project Tiger. This is part of Aravali Mountains. Look at this map. Aravali Mountains. It consists of scrub thorn, arid forests, dry deciduous and grasslands are located. This region is famous for rich minerals like copper. But Supreme Court has banned the mining in the Aravali region. This region is famous for Bengal tiger, National Board of for Wildlife. This included many critically endangered species. Karkal is one of the species, bird species located in this area. Not bird. It's a small jackal kind of species, Karkal. This species has been included as critically endangered list, and this national park, Sariska National Park, consists of this species, Karkal. Right, this Karkal, the species presence is restricted to Rajasthan region, parts of Kutch and parts of Madhya Pradesh only. Sariska region, part of Aravali Hills, famous for copper mining, stone mining. For these, this is very famous. Next one, Buxa Tiger Reserve. Buxa Tiger Reserve and National Park. Very, very important. Buxa, see this one, Buxar or Buxa. This is located in West Bengal region, north part of West Bengal region, which is very near to Siliguri corridor. Jalpaiguri region, Siliguri corridor, right? Siliguri corridor. Buxa Tiger Reserve is located in Buxa National Park. In general, animals, red jungle fowl, these are found over here. There is a famous temple, Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga. This is located in this particular place, Buxa region. Endangered species like Indian tigers, Asian elephants, these are located. Phibsu Wildlife Sanctuary of Bhutan. See, this one is Bhutan. Phibsu Wildlife Sanctuary of Bhutan is adjacent to this particular one. Manas is located on the eastern side. Understand this. Manas on the eastern side in Assam. Phibsu in Bhutan. Buxar in West Bengal. That means this forms part of international corridor for Asian elephant species in the international border. And Buxa Fort is important because during the freedom struggle, many of the leaders are arrested and placed in this particular fort, Buxa Fort. This Buxa National Park consists of this Buxa Fort, which is a famous tourist spot, and then Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga is located inside this national park. As we said, human activity is not allowed. Human activity means mining, grazing, these are not allowed, but tourism, these are allowed. Next, Dibru-Shikova. Dibru-Shikova National Park, which is located in the northernmost part of Assam. Dibru-Shikova National Park. It's a biosphere reserve also. It is bounded by Brahmaputra river on this side. This is river Lohit. Brahmaputra river, Lohit river. In between, there is this particular national park called Dibru-Shikova National Park. It mainly consists of semi-evergreen forests, mixed deciduous forests. This particular lake called Magurui Beel. Magurui Beel is the wetland located in this particular one. This is important birding site because whenever there are rivers, streams, lakes, it hosts bird species. Yes or no? That's why. Dibru-Shikova National Park, Assam. Next one, Rajiv Gandhi Orang National Park, which is also simply called as Orang National Park. Orang National Park is again located in Assam. Orang National Park is located in north bank of Brahmaputra river. This is also known as Mini Kaziranga. Important. Mini Kaziranga river, Mini Kaziranga National Park because of the one-horned rhino species that it holds. Orang's tiger density is high. So see now, Kaziranga National Park has Orang's tiger density is high. So some of the tigers are displaced from this and then replaced in Kaziranga National Park. It has a rich species of flora and fauna, rhinoceros, pygmy hog, Asian elephants. These are all various species found over here. Orang National Park, Assam. Next one, Annaimudi Shola National Park. Very, very important. Annaimudi Shola National Park, which is located in Kerala. This is protected area in the Idukki district of Kerala. This is surrounded by Ervikulam National Park, Parambikulam National Park, Silent Valley National Park, Idukki National Park. See, it is located over here. Annaimudi Shola National Park. Sholas. We said Sholas means mountains. Mountain grass will be there. Somewhere here and there, thick groves of forest grow. So that's how Shola forest characteristics are. So Pamdum Shola National Park, Ervikulam National Park, Chinnar Wildlife Sanctuary. Surrounding this, there is this particular national park called as Annaimudi Shola National Park. This is famous for elephants, tigers, panthers, Nilgiri Thar, grizzled squirrels, Hanuman Langur, flying squirrels. Important, flying squirrels. These are famous in Silent Valley. Yes or no? Silent Valley National Park. This is located nearby it. That's why we are writing all these species which are located in this Annaimudi Shola National Park. Next one, Jalatpara National Park. Jalatpara National Park near, it's in West Bengal region. Jalatpara. Jalatpara region, see this is north of Buxar. Buxar National Park. This is located at the foothills of eastern Himalayas. There is a river on the bank of Soro River. It has one of the largest one-horned rhinos in West Bengal. So it has largest rhino population after Kaziranga National Park. Jalatpara is called as paradise of bird watchers because of the river, and it consists of many bird species. That's why it's considered paradise of bird watchers. Jalatpara, West Bengal, again north side of West Bengal near to Buxar. These are 45 important national parks, right? The PDF of this particular session is placed in the description of this video. If you have any questions, queries, you can please mention in the comment section. All the very best. Thank you very much.